I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
No more fucking wire hangers. And they ain't wire hangers, so good. This is a Patreon request for Anthony. Thank you so much for that. If people want to request reviews, re-reviews, topics, reactions, whatever, you request it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. The reason I'm being goofy and silly is because I have to. I have to. When you watch a film like Fist Fuck of the Vampire, I added the fuck, sorry. Fistful of Yen. No, sorry. Fist of the Vampire from 2007. This movie that looked like it cost $3, and even that was a rip-off. I actually messaged him and said, well, I can't find this to watch. And then I remembered my friends actually have Amazon Prime. So I did watch it on the big TV. And no, they were not around because I did not want them to witness this bullshit. And usually, I actually sometimes do take a couple notes just so I don't forget a couple things. Since I was downstairs, I had to write fucking post-it notes. So let me read you these post-it notes. A little bit different. You know, show that I did write shit on there. Just to describe this movie, these type of movies where the budget is so minuscule is ridiculous, with effects, with acting. The only recognizable person is the Blue Meanie, and people might not even know who the fuck that is. He was an ECW wrestler, really not much of a wrestler. He was mainly there to just be in blue. Instead of the New World Order, NWO, and WCW, they were the Blue World Order. So they pretend to be NWO, they dress in blue, and they dance. So it's not like the Blue Meanie, again, was a particularly good fucking wrestler. But anyway, oh, the first thing I wrote in my shitty writing, because I was pissed, fake 8mm footage. Because I didn't fucking realize this till later, that the beginning of this film is supposed to take place in the 70s. Which, I don't know how the hell you're supposed to... So, in order to make it look like the 70s, they have literally faked a... Imagine filming in really bad quality, now put lines in it to look like 8mm footage. So, for the next 10-15 minutes, you're literally seeing lines in the fucking camera. Jumbled editing. Yes. There are times where there's fight scenes, there's action scenes where you cannot tell what's happening, you cannot tell what's going on. Horrible green screen. You know, I could say that there are YouTube videos that have better production quality. Number one, that's a fact. Number two, that's not even describing this movie. You know, this guy, J.L. Bookwalter, he had nothing to do with this, but he would make these teeny tiny low budget films like Ozone and Polymorph, the same quality as these, and sadly even those films are better than this. You just watch the trailer and you see how there are times this fake sparks that pop up look like a CGI version of firecrackers, really fake, obvious, horrible blood. And jumble editing. The story, a guy witnesses a vampire attack, he runs and he goes home, they follow him. There are times with the blue meanie, he's one of the vampires, he's moving his mouth like he's got chapped lips, like, I don't know why vampires do that, but okay. At one point, well, with the family, the mom hides her boy in a cupboard under the sink. The girls are hiding, I think, upstairs. The guy just gets the shit hit down by the blue meanie and gets his neck cracked. The mom, she stabs a vampire with a kitchen knife and somehow that kills it. I don't know how kitchen knives kill vampires, but okay, I just fuck any type of vampire rules in this. Okay, it's a kitchen knife, and there's like the CGI blood and CGI smoke, and somehow kills it. So another vampire like slits her neck with a knife. Again, I don't know why this vampire needs a knife. I mean, they got, I would assume, claws. Maybe they can afford that in the budget. So the rest of the family's killed except the boy in the cupboard. And then we have these firefighters that I still don't know if this just shit they stole from the 6 o'clock news or what. Then this guy who looks like he's Amish cop, so I'm going to call him Amish cop, he's talking to the camera on news. And then we have heavy metal music mixed in with firefighters, mixed in with the movie Nosferatu, all be mixed together in this shitty heavy metal music. So it's the firefighters dousing the flames, getting the boy out, mixed in with Amish cop talking to the camera, mixed in with Nosferatu, the movie from the 20s, Nosferatu. Because it's, fuck it, public domain, vampires, just throwing Nosferatu in there. Why not? So we get the present day. Thankfully, no more fake 8mm. Our boy has grown up to be a cop, played by another shitty actor. He's chasing a girl, and I guess these are vampires. Or maybe not. Maybe they're not vampires. I say that because sometimes I swear people get hit, and you see this... You know, when the Blade films, when a vampire gets killed, they turn into this like fiery ash. I swear at times this happened, but then I still don't know if they were vampires actually. Maybe just shitty effects. So a cop is chasing this girl. He did a video store shootout. Everything looks like it's either in someone's living room. Okay, some video store I guess they knew someone who had, or it's green screen and they weren't really there. There's bad editing. There are times we can't understand, it's confusing. I swear at times they thought they were the Matrix. I mean, this came out in 2007, but I guess they really still wanted to steal shit from the Matrix. Because you have people sometimes dressing in the sunglasses and black. And the director, I just thought he was spiffy and creative with his directing. This is one of those films where it's trying to have push-ins, which, you know, I can appreciate that, but now it's done crap like this. The gun effects, like the blanks, they're incredibly over the top. It looks like they're firing goddamn... It's like their guns are ready to fucking explode each time they pull the trigger. They add in shit where both fire and the bullets actually collide and explode. And part of me wonders, is this supposed to be a comedy? Nope. This is supposed to be taken seriously. He fights people, this cop, and you have stiff, slow choreography like, huh, huh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. There's literally a scene where the cop is fighting this girl. She kicks, he blocks. It's the same kicks and blocks for like 30 seconds. It's like, huh, huh, ha, ha, huh, huh, ha, ha, huh, huh, ha, ha, huh, huh. Actually, no, I think it was just kicks. It was just kicks, now that I remember. Blocks, same kicks for 30 seconds. Like, so she kicks, huh, 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 huh. Huh, ha, huh, ha, huh, ha. Literally blocking the same kick she's given for 30 seconds. I'm like, you want to do that well? Maybe you should watch something like Bloodsport, where Van Damme and the guy will kick each other, but there's a reason, because Van Damme's like, yo, come on, yeah, you know, oh yeah, you know, yeah, come on, yo, come on, like, with the body language, and Van Damme's look, like, yeah, come on, you know, tapping him, oh yeah, that ain't enough, like, moving his head. That's actually how you do it well. No, literally, it's just, we don't know how to fight, so have her do the same kicks to you and you block for 30 seconds. So, you know, the bad guys get killed, and sometimes people get shot and sparks just erupt. Part of me wonders, are some of these people made of machines? Then for some reason the cops think he did a good job, so he's transferred to Pennsylvania, where he has to work with this guy in a suit. And now he's going undercover in this dime store version of a fight club. It's an underground fight. So these vampires from back in the day, they run this fight club. And people fight in more stiff, shitty, slow choreography. There are times where the camera shakes, especially when someone gets hit. Like when someone gets hit, like the camera's still shaking in each fucking fight scene. But then someone gets hit, it does like ooh, each hit is such a... I don't know why the hell they did that. Lines of dialogue. We need to compile evidence. And you need to do one other thing. When. Okay. My writing got so pissed off I can't even read it. Oh. At times at this point it's 3 vampires. Blue Meanie, this guy, and this girl. At times they will chomp on their own fighters. The reason it makes me know, then what the fuck is the point of having a fight club if you're just going to kill some of your own fighters? Whatever. But I guess some of them complain, like, you shouldn't have done that. No shit. And they're so cheap that they can't afford... For some reason they thought, well, you know what? We need to hide evidence so we don't blow up the house. Because, you know, that's not going to get noticed, blowing up the entire fucking house. You could just take the body and bury it somewhere, you're fucking vampires. Or take it back to where the fuck you want and have, I don't know, save it for later. You know, just, you know, save it. You know, it's like when you order a pizza and you eat some of it, you don't just throw it away, you just save it for tomorrow. And the next day, put it in your fucking fridge or whatever, the body. Get a fucking freezer. No, they decided to blow up the house. So they have a green screen where horrible... That is something that YouTube people do better. I've seen in this shit. It's pathetic. These people in front of a green screen, house explodes, nothing. I mean, can't even describe how terrible it looks. More bad camera work. There are times during the fights, you know, someone punches someone down, ground and pound. The camera will literally go, whoo, whoo. Like the camera literally fouls a guy, like, bah, bah, bah. It fouls him down each time. That's not the way you do it. You just confuse and discombobulate the audience, so that you give them a headache. Just again, piss poor choreography, slow, sluggish, and terrible camera work. Oh, you get other great line. The three vampires go to this meeting, and a guy rips them off, and literally the line goes, "Yeah, I hate rip-offs." Movie, is that a fucking joke? You have a line that literally says, "Yeah, I hate rip-offs." Really? Do you really? I wonder what rip-off I'm watching right now. I feel ripped off, as in my time. I don't blame Anthony, who requested this. I blame you for existing. Because if you didn't exist, then he would not have requested it, because you would not exist. So I blame you. I don't blame Anthony. I don't blame anybody. I blame you, movie. Your fucking existence. So yeah, if anything's a rip-off, it's you. So how about you rip off your face? Or rip off your fucking blue balls. How I know they're blue? Because your fucking girlfriend told me, movie. You fucking bitch. At times, a cop who's undercover, he'll fight and does a shit job. There's this other girl who also, she's undercover as well. They're partners. Bullshit happens. Let's just get to the fucking ending. There's really nothing much of note happens. These two other guys try to rip off the vampires. One shoots the blue meanie. The blue meanie fucking spits up the bullet as low budget as they can. They shoot him, the guy who shot him, including this bad shot. Like shoot him and like his like a fucking looks like a watermelon or a goddamn grapefruit or a goddamn just explodes behind him to hit the wall in CGI. The other guy, the other vampire, fights someone outside who's in like a wife beater t-shirt, and he kills him by getting the guy's head between his legs, and then he jumps up and jumps down, and I guess that, you know, breaks his neck. Whatever. And we get to the end. The lady cop fights the, I forget if she was a cop, I don't give a fuck. She fights the evil lady vampire. Thankfully she got like garlic between her tits, and then thankfully had enough time while the vampire was choking her to do this. Okay, no, sincerely, okay, that's being over the top, but this is sincerely what she does. The vampire's choking her, but gives this, thankfully, the lady enough time to do this. And apparently, I guess the vampire, when you're choking someone, you're blind and you can't see all this. So it's garlic or whatever, and, you know, burns her, punches her. This is another weird thing they do. Sometimes when people punch, it'd be like a punch and then there's a blinding white light. Then another punch and then a split-second blinding white light. And he said that, we're going to showcase the power, like, pew. So hopefully you don't have epilepsy or something when you watch this. And then what's funny, the main story is supposed to be this guy getting revenge for the death of his family, but of the three vampires, this girl kills two of them. You think, oh well, it's going to be the guy who's supposed to be our lead, and we have this backstory where his family died when he was a kid. No, of the three vampires, again, this girl kills two of them. Because the second guy, or the second vampire, the lead guy's fighting him, and he gets his ass kicked, and the girl has to save the lead, and then follows that vampire, they fight, and she kills that vampire and beats the fuck out of him. So I'm like, your lead character has become sort of a pussy. He got his ass kicked in the cage, the girl had to save him, then the girl fought and beat him up, which the lead guy couldn't do. Oh, but the lead guy fights the blue meanie in this cage, where I swear it's like they couldn't even the background in this cage is green screen as well. I can't even describe how awful this looks. And they bring in this like CG smoke. Yeah, fight with fake sparks, fake smoke. Like, you have this fake mist in between, and like fake sparks, like, because they start fighting with swords, and each time like an explosion of CG fake sparks. And then ultimately he stabs the fucking guy with a sword. I don't know what vampires can and can't die from, because they can die from fucking kitchen knife, they can die from a fucking sword. So I guess silver? Well, that kitchen knife wasn't silver. Is this sword silver? The silver? Fucking no, man. I don't think the movie even knows. So then the blue meanie dies, and then the guy and the girl, they go off happily ever after, and the movie ends. I do give less of shits. So yeah, this movie, I mean, fucking done with this fucking movie. But thank you once again, Anthony, for the request. Thank you for anyone who requests stuff. Again, I blame the movies for existing. Like this. Fuck. Yeah, this would be. I mean, I've seen a lot of bad movies. This is up there. I mean, it'd be in top 100. Really? I mean, like, trust me, I have seen, sadly, so many bad movies in my life. I could name 100 easily. This would be in there. With just how pathetic, it's the action, the choreography, the effects, the budget, the acting. Yeah, bad acting. How many times do you describe bad acting? How many times do you describe minuscule, nothing budget? How many times do you describe stupid shit like... You know, maybe if it was Fist Fucker the Vampire, there'd be more excitement. But definitely be more to talk about. But yeah, fuck this movie. I guess vampires don't have superhuman strength too much, because you can get punched 18 times with a vampire and not feel a thing. So, what's the point of being a vampire? You'll grow old, but again, based on this movie, you don't have superhuman strength. Doesn't seem like it. Or only when it's convenient for the plot. Maybe one of those. I could punch you 18 times. I don't know. That's why you don't have a lot of movies where someone gets in a fist fight with a vampire, unless it's someone like Blade, who also has that strength. Because usually a fist fight with a vampire, maybe they knock your fucking head off, but not in this movie. They could afford it. So, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.